Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. We've got the San Antonio Spurs facing the New York Knicks. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. So with Williams on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. We've got Tatum. Holmgren is out there at Malone. Then it's Curry. And it's Bryant in at the shooting guard position. Here's San Antonio from deep. Curry can't get it to go. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Malone with the block. They get a hand on it. Stolen by O'Neal. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. And it's Leonard missing. Tatum against Leonard. It's blocked by Shaq.
Known as being a top-tier rebounder, Malone is a commanding presence on both ends and a very valuable part of this team.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And both free throws good for Malone.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Paul kicks to Leonard. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Boy, you can't expect Paul to miss that assist opportunity. His vision is excellent.
Curry on the wing, defended by Paul. Back to Bryant. And it's sent back by Russell.
Great timing there. Outstanding instincts by Bill Russell. Then the long reach. It's a wrap.
Baylor, that's good.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's San Antonio. Holmgren the pass to Kobe. Now here's Malone. Got a piece of it. Paul surveying the floor. Russell, no luck.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Pass to Curry. Outside Tatum. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnovers.
New York with the ball. Passes to Leonard. Here's O'Neal. Russell trying to free himself up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Moses Malone.
You know, we often see this approach against O'Neal, trying to deny the big man a clean look, but he still finds a way to get it off.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
It's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
That one is off.
You know, Shaq is a nightly double-double threat and a behemoth in the paint. Really a powerful, powerful force.
Second free throw, no good. On its way from Curry for 2. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
Leonard kicks to Paul. Trying to get open is Shaq. And Holmgren pulls it down. San Antonio trailing here. Tatum with it. Leonard picks him up. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Lobbed up there for O'Neal. That shot off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect. Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Here's Paul. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Exceptional focus from the point guard. Paul is no stranger to having to outwork the defense.
And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Olajuwon's checked in for Shaq. Here's Booker. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Now the pass to Richmond. And Baylor with the block.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Now here's Leonard. Following the shot by Mitch Richmond. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Paul. No good that time. Good D by Booker.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Rice out of bounds. New York takes possession. And the Knicks making a change here. Mullins is checked in. The Knicks leading by 4. Pass to Paul. From downtown, finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
One of the all-time leaders in three-pointers, Chris Paul, adding another one to his talent.
Richmond outside. Throws it up high. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. Here's Paul. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
The craftiness of Paul really on display everywhere, but especially inside and forcing defenders to commit fouls on him.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
You know, trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Parrish, the pass to Booker. On the wing, Richmond. Can they get it? The rebound by Mullen. New York leading by 9. Here's Baylor. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Olajuwon with the block.
Boy, Olajuwon is a ferocious defender and rim protector. Really excels at slapping shots away.
And the Spurs making a change here. Williams is checked in. Here's Booker. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
And that's that in-between distance for some guys. Booker showing how comfortable he is from the mid-range.
Kuzi passes to Baylor. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Misses the baby hook. It's rebounded by New York. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
Here's Olajuwon. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And now that we've gotten a chance to see it in slow-mo, I think the ruling has to be that he did not beat the buzzer with that shot.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the replay center in Secaucus giving us the perfect angle, and he wasn't quick enough on his release, it would appear. That extra little split second made the difference.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close. And so it's the New York Knicks. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for New York.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And they're also doing everything they can to make things difficult for the opposition, coming away with steals and playing some really strong defense.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. They've got Kobe. Malone is out there with Williams. Then it's Tatum, and it's Curry in at the point. And Williams drops them both. The Knicks leading by 7. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Knicks are one of the most efficient offensive teams in the league, and that, of course, starts with getting the right looks. Coach Tom Thibodeau says we know what the value shots are. If you don't have one, how can you help create one? Whether that's attacking the rim, screen off the ball, do things that can help us create the shots that have high value. Kevin?
Yeah, a disciplined approach. David, thanks. Tatum on the wing. 6 to shoot. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Tatum's got his first bucket in this one.
I love seeing Tatum continue to work on that jump shot. I mean, he's a fantastic scorer, and with the jump shot added and refined, he's only going to get better.
Here's Shaq. Russell trying to free himself up. O'Neal, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Outside Mullen. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Paul's checked in for New York. And San Antonio also making a switch. Holmgren, he's checked in for Williams. It's Curry outside. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Mullen. Here's Kuzi. Russell trying to free himself up. Kuzi can't hit. Spurs trailed by 5. Outside, Kobe. San Antonio again missing. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Knicks. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. Tatum passes to Kobe. Now Malone. Over Mullen. And too long on the shot.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here are the Spurs. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Tatum kicks to Curry. Paul with the defensive effort. New York leading by 5. Right side O'Neal. Over to the wing. It's good.
He's a tough guy to guard anywhere on the floor. Shaq does a really good job using his body to gain position.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Knocked loose, and that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Both teams deciding to change it up. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Olajuwon. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Friday, they'll head back home to take on the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for the matchup with the Rockets, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best. Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Passes it to Unseld. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Picking up his second foul here. Has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
New York leading by 9. Paul left side. He dishes it to Baylor. Over Rice. And there's Baylor. That's good on the assist by Paul. Baylor's got 8 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Mullen. Olajuwon. And it's Rice with the rebound. Spurs trailed by 11. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And you simply can't give Rice those close looks because he is going to make you pay.
And taken away by Brown. Booker at the elbow. And there it is for him. Booker's got his second basket of the game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Paul's gone 50% from the field, 3 of 6. Brown outside. Here's Unseld. He's guarded by Russell. Unseld can't get it to go.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense. Switch.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of basketball. That's tipped. One-on-one here. Mullen's shot is off. with 1 on the clock. No good on the last second attempt there.
So versatile defensively is Bill Russell. Excellent defending the post as well as guarding on the perimeter.
And so it's New York ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much New York holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They lead by 9 points. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Well, we know the coach is happy. Steady start to the night for them. They're not wasting possession. They built a nice lead. They continue to limit their turnovers. They're going to be tough to beat, Ernie.
Over to Kenny now. Your take on the Spurs.
They were one-dimensional on offense. All perimeter. They didn't get anything going down low. They didn't even try to do it. Establish some paint pressures, please.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Russell is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's Baylor. And it's Paul in at the point. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Holmgren against Baylor. Shaq down low. Banked in off the glass. Shaq's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for New York.
Way too strong down low. O'Neal, a dominant force near the basket.
Tatum kicks to Malone. And now the Knicks on the break. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Moses Malone.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
O'Neal hits them both. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. There's the pass to Kobe. The slam! Kobe Bryant flying high!
We know Curry has tremendous vision, and he uses it to tee up his teammates for easy shots.
Pass to Baylor. That's a 2 from Paul, and it's off the back rim. No good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Curry kicks to Holmgren. Malone against Shaquille O'Neal. Malone in the post, and it's sent back by O'Neal.
Sending a statement with that rejection. O'Neal reminding everybody what a forceful defender he can be.
Paul for 3. They get it again.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
Williams, he's checked in for Holmgren. Curry passes to Malone. Back to Curry. Spurs passing it around. Over Kuzi. Curry finds Bryant.
Tell you what, Bryant keeps relentless pressure on the defense by staying in attack mode, making them foul him.
The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And Kobe drops them both. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Talk about being unstoppable. Shaquille O'Neal on that play, just too big, too explosive.
It's tipped and stolen by Russell. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the NBA is looking to expand its footprint, and a franchise south of the border could potentially hold tremendous appeal. Commissioner Adam Silver said Mexico City is the largest city in North America. It could also be a gateway to all of Latin America. The opportunity to flip a switch in terms of opening up a large geographical area to NBA interest. Kevin?
That's interesting. Thanks, David. Malone unable to get that one. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Curry against Baylor. To the wing on the left. To the paint. Here's Russell. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Russell's got 4 points this quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
To the middle. Deflects the pass. Here's Kuzi. Guarded by Kerr. Kuzi passes to O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
This is where Shaq does his best work. So dangerous in tight because he's dominant close to the basket.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Bryant gets a wide open look. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Kobe's got 7.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Olajuwon's checked in for the Knicks. Mullen comes in for Baylor. .137 left in the third quarter. Here's Kuzi. Still without a basket. Unloads. Shaq can't hit.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. The Knicks making a switch here. Paul's checked in. Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Spurs. 1:05 left to play in the third. Pass to Unseld. Parrish kicks to Rice. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And it's Paul with the ball for New York. 17 points was their biggest margin. Olajuwon. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
No good from Booker. New York leading by 16. .16 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now Paul. 9 points in the game so far. Shot clock at 5. Shot from 12. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
Shaquille O'Neal getting it done for New York. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Thanks again for joining us, and welcome back to our special Martin Luther King Day presentation of the NBA. So with Williams on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. We've got Parrish. Jason Tatum is out there with Holmgren. Then it's Curry, and it's Bryant in at the 2 spot. Paul against Curry. Here's Baylor, back to Russell. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7'1" with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And, you know, they've been stupendous challenging shots and protecting the rim. Their block numbers really reinforce what we've seen from them in terms of rim protection.
And Holmgren is such a talented player, a lengthy, wily big man who's still growing into his frame.
Moses Malone. He's checked in for the Spurs.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Curry getting it done inside.
Oh, how about an athletic play by Curry? There's some contact, but he slips by it and gets it to go.
New York takes timeout.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked with the team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thanks, David. And it's Olajuwon missing. Spurs trailed by 12. Kobe with it. Baylor picks him up. Curry with a wide open look. And the lead is down inside single digits. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter. Curry's gone 1 of 3 from deep tonight. Passes it to Mullen from past the arc. The rebound by the Spurs.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Curry against Paul. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Baylor can't get it to go.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Tatum, that's for 2. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Baylor against Curry. Baylor drives in. At the elbow, Olajuwon. Looking to get it going. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by San Antonio.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Mullen. That free throw good from Baylor.
And, you know, beyond all the things Baylor gives you, he's an entertainer out on the floor. The acrobatics we see, something spectacular from this guy almost every game.
Bryant dishes to Holmgren. Back to Kobe. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Baylor. The Knicks leading by 10. Paul outside. The pass to Baylor. Fires from deep. New York, no good that time either.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Tatum kicks to Curry. In the corner, it's Bryant. Oh, power move by Kobe.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at them.
New York takes timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Elgin Baylor.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
These fans love him, and tonight he's given them plenty to cheer about. Inside, some solid defense by Malone. And here are the Spurs. They're on a 13-3 run right now. Holmgren the pass to Tatum. Malone kicks to Kobe. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by New York. Shaq's got his 6th rebound on the night.
You know, the power and grace of Elgin Baylor, just too much to handle. This time he draws the foul.
He gets the first, and that will put them up by 9. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so Bryant will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. Down low, wants to get it to Tatum and does. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And what makes Kobe next level, the instinct for the game, an ability to just see it before it happens.
Back to Baylor. Outside Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Takes a 3. And Holmgren pulls it down.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim.
And you know Curry loves these moments. The passion, the energy. What a shot.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
You know, individually, Russell affects the game in so many ways, but as a teammate, I just think he elevates everybody else's play, makes them better.
And the Knicks making a change here. Paul's checked in. It's good! What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
And Tatum continues to evolve before our eyes, showing excellent leadership by knocking down these clutch shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
And they sent the wrong guy to the line here. Paul tends to make the most of every trip he takes to the stripe.
Here's Kobe. The putback, money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Tremendous hustle, working hard for that bucket.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're down by 4. 11 seconds left to play here in the fourth. "11 seconds left in the fourth. Curry can't get it to go.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker.
You know, Chris Paul has probably forgotten more about basketball than most of us know. He's an encyclopedia of knowledge for the game.
And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. San Antonio calls timeout. They're behind by 5. 6 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
On its way from Curry for 2. Good!
Off a pass, Steph Curry, that one is always going in, or almost always going in.
New York calls timeout. They're leading by 3. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they foul and stop the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game. So it's New York picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony.
Thanks for joining us in honoring Martin Luther King Day. It's a very special presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. We've got the Utah Jazz and the Chicago Bulls. And the Jazz start out with the ball. So let's take a look at the starters for the Utah Jazz. They've got Anthony, Dwight Howard out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Allen in at the shooting guard position. On defense, the Bulls. Pass to Howard. Anthony outside. 5 on the clock. Over James. Here's Howard. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Robinson. Here's Stockton. Out left to the wing. And the basket by Pippen.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. The ball's knocked loose. Robinson with a steal. Driving in. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection.
Here's Stockton. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Allen, left side. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
No debate there. He got hammered.
First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Here's Pippen. And again, Chicago, no good.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Pass to Allen. Antetokounmpo outside. 6 on the shot clock. Doncic passes to Allen. Jacks up a 3. Offensive board. Here's Howard. Tries yet again. Shoots from the right block. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Here's Stockton. Pass to Pippen. Here's Malone. Guarded by Howard. Here's Malone. Howard with some nice D.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Doncic. Robinson with the block. Here's Pippen. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
I like everything he's doing so far offensively, finding his spots, making strong selections.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Howard. Back to Doncic. Allen outside. Now Antetokounmpo. And no good, but close on that one. So he'll shoot 2 now.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
Gasol's checked in for Chicago. And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them. And here's James. Giannis with the rebound.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Here's Camby. Doncic outside. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. Chicago leading. Pass to Gasol. And then Gasol with the jam.
High IQ pass by LeBron. He reads the floor and gets it to the open shooter.
Anthony, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Doncic with it from the arc. Can't hit that one.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Now here is James. He's guarded by Anthony. Anthony against James. Ooh, solid defense from Anthony.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
Here's Stockton. Yet to see a basket. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Both teams deciding to change it up. A minute 22 left in the opening quarter. Outside Robinson. Pass to Houston. Pulls it from the top of the key, and that one's good.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Dumars. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Cooper. Here's Worthy. Oh, throw it down. Wow. And he dunks it down.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Thomas passes to Gasol. Back to Thomas. From 17. Rebound, Utah.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Knocked away. Robinson with a steal. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Gasol. Here's Houston. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
Well, okay, well, I like his aggressiveness, but, like, the defense was waiting on him that time.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot two. And there's the foul against Chicago. Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. Both teams will make substitutions. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. 5 ticks left in the first quarter here. That'll count. No good on the buzzer beater. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Jazz out in front, up 1. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And thanks for staying with us, folks, for our MLK Day broadcast of NBA action. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys. What do you think?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
And for the Jazz, we've got Mikal Bridges. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Dwight Howard. And it's Dumars in at the 1. Here's Pippen. Pass to Nash. Out to the right wing. Here's Houston. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And he makes a first. The Jazz making a switch here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Utah trailing here. To the inside.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Here's Stockton, guarded by Doncic. Pass to Malone. Just 5 to shoot. Stockton's shot is off.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Mikal Bridges is a premier defender. He said, quote, people take it for granted how tough it is to guard the top perimeter players in this league and not be able to really touch them because they're going to get the foul call. You've got to guard these matchups one-on-one, and I think we get taken for granted. BA, he's on point.
Yeah, he does have a point there. Thanks, Allie. Anthony's checked in for Utah. Off the inbound. And there's the bucket as Howard finishes it off. And the Jazz lead by 3.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Pass to James. Wow, some sturdy inside play from LeBron.
When we watch James still play at this level, it's crazy to think that he joined the league in 2003.
Doncic passes to Anthony. Lets it fly. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Anthony's got his first 2 points. And so here is Chicago. They trail by 3. Gasol against Howard. Gasol passes to Stockton. Back to Gasol. Ooh, Howard with a block. Down low. Deflects the pass. From deep, here's Doncic. James with the rebound. And so James will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Stockton. Sweet little floater.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Offensive rebound. Anunoby finds Anthony. Over James. Anthony misses.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Here's Pippen. No good. A bit long that time. Utah leading. Inside. Anthony against James. Pass to Pippen. Ooh, Howard with a block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Howard. Robinson, he's checked in for Gasol. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Utah. Just under 3.5 minutes played here. Oh, wow! Set him up and let LeBron finish.
Oh, yeah, the old man can still do that. LeBron James with the catch and finish.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Pass to Stockton. Here's Nash. A minute 58 left in the first half of this game. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Chicago Bulls. On Wednesday, they head out on the road to face the Mavericks in Dallas. Then on Friday, they're off to Washington to face off with the Wizards.
And for that game against the Pelicans, it's never easy facing off with the best in the West. But if they somehow can win that one, it'll be huge for their confidence.
1:56 left in the first half. So it's Utah now. They trail by 1. And that one's good.
And using that mid-range area of the floor, Giannis is so confident shooting from there.
Here's Nash. Pass to Mutombo. Here's Nash. Guarded by Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Robinson passes to Stockton. Shoots over Allen. Stockton's shot is off.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Now Anthony. .107 left to play in the first half. Oh, there's the alley.
Now you see how comfortable Giannis is in the pick and rolls. Keeping things simple, just a smart pass.
Thomas passes to Robinson. Pass to Nash. The three is up. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
The shot by Howard, no good.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Antetokounmpo against Robinson. Here's Thomas. Still without a bucket. Rebounded by the Jazz. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Doncic. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. That one misses for Antetokounmpo. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Jazz out in front, up by 2.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. And so far, they're out in front, but not by much as we head into the half. What did you think about Utah, Kenny?
They found a slight edge on the boards, and they've done it with nothing but raw determination. I mean, look, they've got talent, but the passion is there, and that separates these guys. They're simply refusing to give up possessions.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
You know, they haven't shot the ball very well. Not nearly enough quality looks. Right now, this game could easily come down to shot selection and how they run their offense. They need to keep the ball moving and generate better looks.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Hey there, everyone. Glad you could join us on MLK Day on 2K Sports. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
We've got LeBron James, and it's Malone in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
That is a hard-won rebound, a man's rebound right there. Way to battle for it inside.
Pass to Doncic. Back to Antetokounmpo. Now here's Doncic. From deep three-point range. The rebound by Malone. Chicago trailing here. James deciding where to go with it. To the middle. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Anthony outside. Pass to Howard. The shot won't fall. Good work defensively by Robinson. Here's Pippen for the lead. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And here's Doncic. Antetokounmpo finds Doncic. Here's Howard. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Howard's got 6.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to James. Second shot opportunity. LeBron gets the bucket inside.
What hustle from James on the offensive glass, ensuring that they convert on this possession.
Anthony in the post. James is there. And the Bulls making a change here. Gasol's checked in. Outside Anunoby. From 10 feet away. And Gasol with the block.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Timeout.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Now a timeout called by Utah. Jordan's checked in for Utah. So it's Utah now. 2-point game. Here's Doncic. Doncic throwing his weight around.
And the strength of Doncic allows him to play through contact. Surprised he didn't get the star treatment there. No whistle.
Pass to Malone. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. All right, the Jazz making a change here. Bridges is checked in. And Chicago has possession. Here's Malone. Got a hand on it. And he gets it back. Blocks it again.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Anunoby passes to Camby. Doncic on the wing. Clock at 6. Let's go with a 3. Doncic delivers from range.
Defense was all over Doncic, so he smartly uses a pick to get free to shoot.
Launches it. Stockton's shot is off.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Bridges right side. Robbed. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball. Utah leading. Now here's Anunoby. Here's Jordan. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Gasol. Here's Thomas. And he banks in the layup.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
So it's Utah now. Pass to Worthy. Doncic outside. He got a piece of it. .136 left in the third. Here's Nash. He's got 5. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Utah. They lead by 1.
You can tell Doncic trusts his teammates. He'll get them looks and doesn't insist on doing everything himself.
And the Bulls call time here. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
Thomas has gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Worthy. Houston with a rebound.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Pass to Thomas. 6 to shoot. Here's Houston. Lets it fly. And again, no good by Chicago. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Doncic with it. 5 points in the game. Out to the wing. A nice shot by Battier. And now a 5-point Utah lead.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Nash. He's got 5. He gets it up. And that's not going to go. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Jazz up by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And proud to have you with us on Martin Luther King Day for a special presentation of the NBA. So the Utah 5 right now. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Carmelo Anthony. Then it's Dwight Howard. And it's Dumars in at the 1 spot.
Good work on the block. I like when LeBron gets aggressive this close to the rim.
And there's the lob. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. To the paint. Here's Malone. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
They get it again. On offense, here's Utah. It's a 1-point game. Allen can't get it to go.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Snatched up.
Locks him up and hauls it in. Love the high activity level.
It's hauled in. Antetokounmpo. And it's rejected. There's James on the wing. To take the lead. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And defensively, they're speeding them up, forcing mistakes, and continuing to come up with steals.
You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
Well, he's been destroying them inside, and they need a timeout to figure out an answer or a prayer if there is one.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to the Jazz coach address his team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Cutting into this lead, they're well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
And another miss by Utah.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling.
I just love the ball movement.
Utah trailing here. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt. And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
James passes to Robinson. And he's going for the lob. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Here's Howard. Chicago grabs the miss. James has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Here's Anthony. The 15-footer is good.
Hey, draw him up a solid play, get him an open look, and he delivers.
And late in games, throw out those analytics. Give me the mid-range. The shot, it just works.
And the basket by Pippen. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. And Utah calls time here.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Yeah, we can see over here, the coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, he attacked the block all game and has been rewarded for it. The fundamentals that he displayed are why he got whatever he wanted out there on the floor. Hey, let's face it, the defense had no answer for him.
The Jazz making a switch here. Doncic checked in. Oh, Robinson with a block. Here's Stockton. James outside. Over Anthony. The shot by James, no good. And so it's Utah with it. Here's Doncic. Oh, Doncic unfazed by the defense.
And from the moment he stepped into the league, Luka's been a big-time player.
James against Anthony. James passes to Malone. Ooh, solid defense from Anthony. Malone's gone 3 of 9 tonight from the field. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Robinson with a block. And they get it back. The shot by Howard, no good.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
And no one's more familiar with this situation than LeBron. This team leans on him even harder in the clutch.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Anthony feeling it out a bit. There's a whistle. That goes on Carmelo Anthony. That's foul number 2 for him.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And here's Chicago. They're on a 16-7 run. James outside over Anthony, and that's good. Off the glass that time. And the Bulls lead by 6.
Are we even surprised at this point? Like, this is what he does. Like, he just shows up clutch. Oh, it's clutch time? All right, here you go.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Pass to Stockton. And Antetokounmpo over to help. Down low. Here's Malone. The rebound by the Jazz.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Cash. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings it within 1. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's James. He's guarded by Anthony. Fades and shoots. And it's good.
Timeout. Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And Utah calls time here. They're behind by 3. 19 seconds left in the final quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, a bona fide superstar. Luka is a great bet to deliver here.
So the first one drops. And that brings him within 2 here. Doncic hits them both.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst case scenario for them is OT.
The Jazz again can't hit.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
Oh, the king at the line. You can bet on LeBron delivering. Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game up.
And the miss. This one belongs to Chicago. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.